and bring in the other sound effects. All right, we're good. All right, so Boyar, Kostaltin, Ice Witch Tempest, Boris, or Zarina. I think I might do something similar to the Boris campaign that I did previously. Except those are very expensive. Now, Zinch relies on ranged. So I'm going to deal with that. I'm so tempted to do this, but I really, really shouldn't. Now, do I know if Boris is actually mounted? I don't know. Oh, there is a reinforcing army. Right, yeah, you're not wrong. Okay, let's do that. Alright, so we're going to go with... I think armoured Kossars are going to be like the basis of my force. I'm going to go with 2 units of these dudes. Then we have... So any points I don't spend here, do I get in the reinforcements? No. So you kind of want to be as close as you can. So maybe 1 fewer of those. Now we have 1,400. So 2 700s. I don't have any magic. I would quite like to have some magic, particularly ice with this force. So let's do that. Oh man, no, that's a terrible rate. Go down to vocal 2. Do. Where is that channel? Okay, hello.
Hello, Mordred.
How are you doing?
I'm fine.
I have no idea what I'm doing.
Okay.
I mean, I have an idea, but
I,
it's... yeah.
I can explain. But I'm just sorry for my English.
That's totally fine.
It's not perfect. So sorry for that. So you have two army. The first is the principal army. Is your unit when you start the battle. Okay.
Yep.
And in the fight. So we have we no, not guessed. You obtain the point. Different numbers. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Wait a minute. Yes, it's that. You earned points on the battle, and with the point, you buy a unit in the second army.
Right.
I have no idea if I'm clear or not.
Yeah, so as you take the domination points, you earn supplies. It's just like the single player during the survival battle.
It's not just a survival battle. For win the battle, you have 3 points, and the point take a number a point. So and if you control a point, you win a point.
Oh, okay.
So if you have 500, not 100. Yeah, C. No. five. It's not. No, it's
5,000.
not 100. It's 1,000. 5,000.
Yeah,
Yes,
chat was just
1,000.
telling me.
If you have 5,000, you win the game.
Okay. So
And
they're victory
that's-
points rather than supply.
Yes, that is the only point for win the battle. If you destroy all my armies, it's okay, but you not win.
Mhm.
Because I'm calm. It's possible for me to recome with a new army with the present point.
Okay.
Because the second army is just a reinforcement. It's not, and it's a reinforcement and unlimited reinforcement.
Right. I think I understand.
So the only limit it's if you take I don't know for Kislev in English the name and the unit, but the Kossar,
Yeah.
Kossar unit. If you take one Kossar unit on the reinforcement army, you take cool one Kossar unit by one. But if you take two Kossar on the reinforcement army, you can call two Kossar in your in the fight.
Gotcha. Yeah, okay. So that does work very similarly to the survival horde mode, where you can bring in extra units from the reinforcement pool. I get it.
Yes.
Okay.
Exactly.
In that case,
It's just the point win.
Yep. Okay. I get it. Is there any more leader customization I can do? Possibly, but it looks like he has everything already. So yeah, I think I'm ready when you are.
Okay, I'm ready too. So let's go and good luck and have fun.
You too. Good luck.
Thank you.
I somehow think you're not going to need it though.
I think I'm lose the game. Oh my god, it's so hard. So you take in the map the point 1, 2, 3. Is that the point? Your the point.
Yeah, those are the victory points. Gotcha.
Yes,
I've done
it's a victory
multiplayer
point.
Company of Heroes, which has a similar system, so I'm kind of basing
Yes,
this
Company
off
of
that.
Hero too.
Yep.
Yes. It's
Okay.
it's the same. It's the same logic.
Gotcha. Okay, we're good. I get it.
Okay, I'm mute. Good luck.
Good luck. Okay, so here we are. I need to set myself up. So we've got victory point, and victory point. The strategy I have elected to use is one that I hope will be effective against Zinch. So we've got a couple of gunners who are basically here to hold the points. So we're going to send guns and Kossars against each of them. I've done this wrong. I like to set you guys on the right with you in the middle with you, and then you on the left with you. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go you, and you, and you, and you. And then I can maintain the groups depending on which flank they are. And then Boris is gonna run around, generally waiting until we get reinforcements that we need. So this is how many units are remaining. Okay, I am ready as well. Let's do this. Let's send you guys forwards. Let's send you guys forwards. Let's send you to... Oh gosh, that one's miles away. To about here. And there is no sound from the game. Let's bring that in. And now we can play. Alright. Blue horrors. Kairos, who's going to be doing magic. Doom Knights. So it's good that I brought some range. Oh, capture points don't unlock yet. So I wonder what units he's brought. His Kairos is level 6. My guy's also level 6. Yes! So we have Deadly Onslaught, which is a charge buff. We have Foe Seeker, which is a movement speed buff. We have Stand Your Ground, which is a melee defense and a leadership buff. Fury of Ursun, which is a rampage, cause terror, damage buff. And then finally Shard Blade, which is an AoE speed debuff. Okie dokie. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to move my troops there. I'm actually going to bring these over here so we can have a bit of overlapping fire, should it come to that. Left flank does seem rather unguarded. I think it looks like it's because he's going for this point and basically ceding this to me. Now I'm going to need to be a bit careful because the only units that I have that can hit Kairos are my gunners. It is Ninetol, that's his name. That's what he was appearing as in everything.
Our duty served. Follow the bear.
So I just need to remember to take that in a minute. Right, where are the reinforcements? No, don't do that, don't do that. Summon reinforcements, here they are. So we have points. I think I'm going to wait, though. I might need to bring in more of the guns if he's going to have so many air flying units. Because he's not been bringing any in. And you can choose where you want them to come in by pressing these points. Oh, and there's Vanguard reinforcements. Interesting.
The motherland's finest. Hearts of ice. Our duty served. Advance, friend. Boris, moving. To battle.
Shoot them!
I am Wolf of Kislevites.
Time to run! Come on, people. Also, gonna need you to go and take that. He's taken this point already. Spelsty, keep shooting. Let's bring you over there to guard that point. You continue to shoot into there.
The lost star.
Okay, we can bring in some of my additional units, and we're gonna bring in the big boys. Alright, let's bring in the big guys. Alright, we're taking that point.
We have a victory point. Keep it from the foe.
Obey the orthodoxy.
Yeah, Pendulum is massively overpowered at the moment, so I'm not surprised that a multiplayer person would have it. And I'd like another Strelsty, to be honest.
Sons of Kislev.
Bring them in. Back you lot off. There's Boris. There's Boris.
I live again. It serves Kislev. March with pride. Obey the orthodoxy.
Alright, let's bring our bear cav over here. And then I think what I want is some hussars in the center, so we can just straight up charge those guys down. Let's bring you forwards. There go the warbears.
Sons of Kislev. Land is power. So I move. Taking position.
He's frozen me. Smart.
Streltsy. March. Kislev. Enact
Oops.
Orson's will as one. Indeed. Motherland's finest.
The warbears are getting trounced. Where did you guys go? Oh, you're not moving. Well, that's not very good. Stop not moving and start moving. Right, what else do I have? Let's bring in another one of those.
Defenders of Kislev. Boris Ursus! Hearts of ice! Wings Rances!
Soul Grinder. Right, turn you around to go after that. Let's bring the Kossars down to go and deal with these guys. They've got some spawn of Zinch, which we know are good.
Streltsy!
Gunners, gunners. You up there. And bring in some more Kossars.
Winged Rances! Wherever Ursus asks! Moving! Very well. Obey the orthodoxy!
Alright, so we got some good shooting spots up there, which is good.
Comrades of the bear!
So these guys recover. I'm going to see if I can ninja that from him. There goes another pendulum. Why are you two not shooting, guys? Shoot Kairos in particular. Hard to see the unit icons. More bears!
Fight!
Less talking, more bearing.
We fight for Ursun! I will gut them! Boris Ursus! Follow the bear!
He's been pretty good at moving Kairos out of the way.
Armored Kossars! Taking point! They die! Making it so!
So he's trying to hit my flank pretty hard right now.
We fight for Ursun!
Let's go and threaten that side. Nice, nice, nice.
Armored Kossars!
Bring you forwards.
Defenders of Gisland! For the motherland! Anything for Kislev! Follow the bear!
Horrors. Let's bump that and bump that. You should be able to take down the Soul Grinder. Oh, you guys, you guys, you guys, you guys, you guys.
Follow the bear!
Move you over that side. With a Great Bear of helps. Great Bears are freaking expensive.
Streltsy! Obey the orthodoxy!
There's Boris. Boris is doing his thing. Alright, some of my guns are now actually working, which is nice. Let's bring in some more bears.
Comrades of the bear! Streltsy! Go with honor! They die! Warfare riders! Make war! Bring them down!
Yes.
They die! Annihilate them!
Alright, let's bring in the bears. More bears! Less talking, more bearing.
They die! Streltsy! Kislev's vengeance! On the march! Comrades of the bear!
He's been pretty good at keeping Kairos out of danger,
War bear!
which is a bit annoying.
Defenders of Kislev! Land is power! For Kislev! Land is power! Taking point! Armored Kossars!
You're dead, you're dead. He's dead.
Ursun!
Let's go and threaten this, because I need the victory point, because he's about to win.
Armored Kossars! Streltsy! Wolfstaff Kislevites!
Done a ton of damage, but he's only brought in 8 units of the 19.
Armored
I've brought in my entire army already. Well, looks like we're going back to single player.
Full stop Gislovites! Whatever also not! Armored Kossars! Streltsy! Kislev endures!
Maiden moving.
Land is power! Streltsy! To battle! On the book, Kislevites! Moving!
Alright, I now control all 3 victory points. So that's the thing.
Frost Maiden.
He's toying with me, I can tell.
Armored Kossars!
Now, flyers can't capture victory points, from what I understand, from what I remember.
Servant of the bear! Bring them down!
I don't have anyone guarding there, but I think
For the
it's
ice.
going to be alright. Now, I have full magical power.
Motherland's finest! Taking point!
Frost Maiden. Ice and glory.
Hold on throne!
Is he not calling in more of his troops? Now he is.
The Motherland's finest! Comrade of the fair! Armored Kossars! Police forces!
I am the storm.
I think he thought he'd won already.
Armored Kossars! The Motherland's finest!
Right, let's bring the bears over to that side. And you as well.
Armored Kossars!
And bring the gunners back to here, because we're going to need to fight against this. Kairos has taken a fair old bit of damage
I am
now.
the storm.
Let's make sure we keep on laying that on thick.
Slaughter of ice.
So if I can take Kairos down, that would be pretty amazing.
Find safety! Peaceless sense of war! Abandon the fight! We fight for Ursar! Peaceless endures! War bear riders! Ursar
Here we go. Here we go. Might actually win this. Last second turnaround. I have some cover.
knew it.
I
Unending
did it.
glory is yours.
Somehow. Oh boy. Win 1. Well, that's one of the 2 armies that I know how to play. I don't know what he was doing. Oh man. I'm sweating. I am really sweating. Well played, buddy. Well played.
Yes, congratulations, man.
War Bears for the win.
Honestly, nice fight because it's just fun and I like that. I like this
agree.
fight.
Oh man, I'd basically given up. I thought you'd done it.
Yes, I think in the start, my strategy is that it's just fight quickly.
Yeah. Well, I did a I did a Something Rotten in Kislev campaign with Boris, and I saw that Boris with Warbears is just ridiculously strong, so I thought, you know what, I'm Kislev, I'm just going to go all in on the bears.
I think Boris, it's fun and it's okay, but for the future, take Constantine because he have just big statues and his regeneration. Excuse
Yeah.
me for my accent.
okay.
Is very good
Okay.
for Constantine if you play Kislev. But I think if for the next fight, you can pick Kislev
Yes, that's right.
for your next battle. So good luck.
Thank you very much. And again, really, really good game. I enjoyed that massively. So
Yes!
well played.
Well played too. Goodbye,
Right.
man.
I'll see you later. Bye.
Yes, bye.
Okay, so round 1. Success. Just need to check to see what the next stage is. Just finished round 1. What? The next step. All right. Oh man, still can't believe I pulled that one out. What the hell? Warbears! Warbears and Streltsy! Yeah, Nimtol. He was cool. I liked him. What's the locked unit bottom left? Sorry, just clicked out of that, so I don't know. Just waiting for instructions. Because apparently the next one on my list is going to be Lore Master of Sotek. I will just go and ping him. Looks like you and I are in the next MP round. Bear with me while I just do some of the admin stuff in the background. I feel like this way of organising the tournament is only easily possible because no one else has access to the game. Yeah, it's a little bit fast and loose. Now I just need to wait until I hear back from Lawmaster. Lawmaster of Sotek still showing us away. So I'm not 100% sure what to do here. Hang on, how do you do that? It's not control, it's not shift. He has a tendency to oversleep tournaments. Okay, good to know. Not looking great. Well, if Lawmaster is a no-show, who's up next after that? Aerocrustic. Is Lionheart taking part 2? No, I don't think so. I don't know if we're allowed to share the brackets. If Sotek shows up, I will only say that he's a good player, so it will be a fun fight. Yes, I imagine. He's one of those people that just plays a lot of Warhammer. But then again, just knowing the game inside out doesn't necessarily translate to a good player. Our guns like Fall of the Samurai, when one bullet equals 1 kill for small units. Not really. No. Well, I'm not hearing anything from Lawmaster. I like Sotek for his knowledge of the lore and willingness to answer the questions. Yeah. I mean, he definitely has that kind of channel, which is very much lore-orientated, telling, like, story of the game. He's offline for now, yes. I can see that he's currently away on Discord. So I better ping the admins. And how do I say who went through? Report scores. Mordred 1, Nimtol 0, submit. Yeah, so I went through. Okay, good. So, chat, how are you guys doing? I hate these waits. It makes me so nervous. This is why I'm bad at multiplayer. Like, I get the jitters really badly. When it comes to, like, big picture stuff, I'm usually alright, but, like, up close, personal, reaction play, Mm-mm. Okay, so the admins are going after Lawmaster now to see if they can wake him up. Does this have an official release date? 17th of February. So just another 5 days. Getting close, getting very close. Shiro Aljin wants me to drink some tea. I think I can do that. Crispy Cola, Hasamasu, Jamaruso. Skyrim is great forever. Thank you all very much for the follows. Welcome to the channel. So close and yet so far. Yeah. So who shall I play as next, I wonder? I've done Kislev. So Kislev and Cathay are definitely the two factions that I'm most comfortable with, followed probably by Zinch. Then I'm thinking that my style in multiplayer, which tends to be pretty aggressive, Khorne might be good. Khorne versus Zinch would be a pain, because Khorne has no ranged. In fact, I think that I had the hard counter to Zinch there. Kislev versus Zinch. Kislev, I think, is stronger, because they have so much ranged. And once my Strelsty... I took Strelsty on purpose, because they are good in close combat as well. I really like that unit. They're better than and gunners. Sindrin, thank you very much for the bits. Very much appreciate that. No jokes, just bits. Skyrim is great. Did Todd Howard just follow the channel? Maybe. It would actually be really interesting to see a breakdown of all the different winning factions. And the nice thing about Boris in that fight was he was just so tanky. He held up like a full third of the army on his own, which allowed me the time to bring in the supplies, to bring in the cavalry, the bears. The lancers didn't do as well as I'd hoped, but the bears definitely performed. Huzzah! King Skink, thank you very much for the subscription. Welcome to the Modelings. Good to have you joining us. Hello. So, which factions are you guys most excited to play as when the game is released? Curious now. I know I've asked this before, but now that you've seen all of them except for ogres in play, which are you most excited about? Kislev. All of them. Cathay. All chaos. We follow chaos. Chaos is strong. Slanesh, Lord Tentacle, spreading the love. Cathay. Cathay, also want to try out Zinch. Don't own a computer, but I would say Kislev, interesting. Cathay all day. Makes sense, makes sense. So still nothing from Lawmaster. I pinged him 9 minutes ago. When game, when opponents show up. Cathay and Kislev. I like the defense aspect of Cathay. Yes, Cathay are definitely the most like defensive faction. And I think that Cathay probably would have been okay against that Zinch army, except for the... No, actually, you know what? I think the Zinch would be a counter to Cathay, because Zinch is so much magic, and Cathay tends to be bundled together. So any faction with lots of magic is going to be effective against Cathay, depending on how much magic there is in the game, of course. Speaking of the factions, where's the Empire? Von Carstones and so on, that being safe for a DLC, or we don't know, Marshall. I assume so. Step 1, choose faction. Step 2, start match. Step 3. Step 4, victory. So if Sotek is a no-show, then I get a buy through that, which puts me in the last 16. And by the way, this is a tournament that had 40 people in. So I'm already in the top 20. Is that right? I'm like top 22. And I was ranked 40th when I joined. Because there are several people in this which are already like ranked. I was 40th out of 44? How many players were there again? 43. And then the last 8 will be streamed on the Creative Assembly stream. So if I get into the last 8, then I basically have to quit this stream and move everyone over to the Creative Assembly one. Because that's going to be hosted by them. empires are on the map. Sylvania is. Yeah, I somewhat doubt that adding factions like Empire, Chaos, not Chaos, Empire, Vampires, Dwarves will be a DLC. I think that'll just be part of the Mortal Empires DLC, which will be a DLC. And then if they add more Legendary Lords, like Eastern factions, so like Chaos Dwarves, not Chaos Dwarves, the Norse Dwarves are a great example of this. They'll probably have their own DLC faction. And at that point, you'll be able to play as the Dwarves, as long as it's that faction. Just like in Warhammer 2. Like with Marcus, you can play as the Empire. So if there's an Empire faction out east, you would be able to do them. There's the Lizardmen, right down in the bottom right corner. I have to point in the opposite direction because it's mirrored. That's probably going to be the Lizardman playable Lord, for example. I'd love for Midland to be DLC. When they said you can now play as Boris, I was like, Toddy! No, it wasn't Todbringer. I'm still astonished that Todbringer's not a playable. Like the main counter to Carl Franz. So, Lawmaster still asleep. Do. Elspeth von Draken. Not a character I've heard of. Oh wait, have I? Who's she in charge of? Is she one of the electors? The name does ring a bell. Doesn't Todd worship Ulfric instead of Sigmar? Yep. And Midland has a special cavalry type, which are... I think they're Wolf Riders or something like that. They're knights. They're basically Empire knights, except they have two-handed warhammers. And they're mounted. And they're heavy armor. And they wear wolf belts, white wolf belts. Knights of the Wolf, but they ride horses in the lore. Yeah. Knights of the White Wolf, that's what they're called. Yep. Because here's the thing. When I was collecting Empire, my colour scheme, just because I liked it, was blue and white, which is Midland's colour scheme. So even though I was playing with just regular Empire, in fact, if anything, my Empire army was like a Nuln army. I just didn't like the colour scheme, so I made my own. Or I just used my own. But going by the colour scheme, I should have been Midland. She is the Boom Boom Lady with Nuln. Carmine Dragon. Interesting. Because, yeah, I do remember when they came out with different rosters for the different Empire electors. And Nuln artillery counted as a core unit instead of a rare. So you could just have like an entire backline of cannon. Legally. And then there was one which had... Must have been Hochland. I think it was Hochland. Who had great swords as... What were the categories? It was It was core? Rare. I'm trying to remember if there's a category after rare or before rare. Plus heroes, plus lords. Core special, that was it. Yeah, special. So Nuln could have handguns and cannon more often. But it would have less of like halberdiers. Or knights. Also played Empire until Games Workshop murdered Warhammer. See, here's the thing. When I was choosing secondary schools, my dad bribed me to go to a different secondary school. And the bribe was the Warhammer starter kit. So I had Bretonnia and Lizardmen at the time, and I collected Bretonnia for quite a long time. And Bretonnia were always like, yeah, we're the knightly faction, we have amazing knights, until I discovered that Empire Knights are actually better than Bretonnian Knights because they have a 1-up armor save instead of a 2-up armor save, which means they're basically immune to any weapon that's not strength 4 or above. So then I switched to Empire. It's like they have better knights than Bretonnia, who's supposed to be the knight faction, and they have guns, and they have magic, because Bretonnia in that version had no magic. The only caster they had was Morgana Le Fay. And she had a special... she wasn't one of the laws of magic. She just did her own thing out of the Grail. Okay, so Sotek has not turned up, so I advance. Which means it is now going to be myself versus Aerocrastic. They're still talking about Sotek. Do 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 do. All right, so I will message Aerocrastic to say, looks like you and I are up. So I'm now in the last 16. Elspeth also has a huge scythe and is a magistrix of the Amethyst Order. Interesting. Do I think SFO is going to move to Warhammer? I'd be very surprised if they don't. To Warhammer 3, rather. Okay, so just going to keep an eye for the next game. And then we can get back into this. Mordred versus Arrow. Join. Okay. Sindrian wants me to drink some tea. I think I can do that. Now we're into the blind pick system, so he should be picking first. Okay, that was an old link. I thought that might have been the case. There we go, that's more like it. I'm ready. Okay, so Aerocrastic is picking first. And he already has. Then I'm going to pick next. Do I go for the big finish here? Or do I gamble that I can survive one more round? So I'm going to go for the big guy. Khorne versus Cathay. You know what? I'm okay with this. I am very okay with this. Yeah, okay, 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 okay. Fantastic. Alright, so, what do I want in my army? Clear. Clear. So, the boss of this force... I think I'm actually going to go with... Yao Ying. She should... Why is this not working? Ah, double click. And then do I want a hero? Not in the first army. So in this army, I want... 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 4. And the reinforcing army... Man, Celestials are really expensive. Good grief. Oh, hold on. I don't have any artillery. You know what? That's okay. I'll bring artillery in as reinforcements. So we're definitely going to want 1, 2 of those. Where's the sky? Oh, there it is. Sky junk. Do I want sky junk early on? You know what? I think I kind of do. No, we've already spent our money really well here. So we'll go for 2 of those. We'll go for 2 Jade Lancers, because they are useful to have just to take points. And then this is against Cathay. I want more death. Not Cathay, this is against Khorne. So I want more of those, and then more units that can deal a bit of damage. Oh, I'm out of those. Alright, we'll switch to these. And then I think just more crossbows. Cheap ass crossbows. Okay, I'm out of those. And then maybe a hero. Alchemist is good for Searing Doom, which is fire damage. I mean, either of these do magical. Maybe a Grand Cannon. How many big... Yes, Khorne does have big creatures. They're bloodthirsters. So if I have cannon to kill those... And then some peasants. Yes. Peasants. No secondary hero. Magic against Khorne is useful. Oh, except these are so expensive. No, I'm going to stick with the cannon. Right, and then I also need to choose your abilities. Oh, I can make you cheaper by not having some of these spells. I don't want any of these. Oh, that one I do. Because I'm bringing you in for your fighting capabilities, not your magic. Which means I can bring in more troops on this tier. You and you. Whoops. Which means I have 1,500 points. I'm going to grab you, and then I'm going to remove one of your spells. How's that? I don't like Final Transmutation. We're going to... Actually, Final Transmutation is... Yeah, AoE. I have loads of AoE. I don't need it. Okay, I think that's going to be my army. Okay, just making sure we get the right maps. So that's where we're talking. Okay, cool. Let's see how it goes. This guy seems to know a bit more about what he's talking about as well. So the problem I'm going to have here is a very static backline. Remember to tell your opponent tales of misdeeds are told from Ireland to Grand Cathay. So I think in the center, I'm going to need most of my army. So you and you. You.
Order
and
and the balance.
You. And you. Wait. Oh, I have too many frontliners.
Order and balance.
Jade warriors!
Never conquered.
Jade crossbows!
Jade warriors. Order and balance.
It's annoying that these are in different orders.
Praise the dragons!
The celestial faithful. Cross a bowman.
Oh wow, that was a bit of lag. And
Warriors.
you over on this side.
Huzzah.
The crossbows.
Mistress of storms! It pleases the dragons! Warrior crossbows!
Okay, so
Immediately.
this flank is going to be really hard for me to take. These two I can go for. So I'm kind of tempted to just not bother with that one. We'll threaten it with the infantry, but that's about it. Because these woods are in the way. I guess if my artillery is here, I can shoot over the top. It'd still be kind of tough.
Master of tempests!
So let's, yeah, put you right about there.
Acceptable!
Okay. It begins. I kind of wish that this list was a bit further over. Now, I want my artillery. It's going to cost 1,300 supply, so we need to let that tick up. So, reinforcement point I pick, and then that's a vanguard. Let's see, let's see.
Stone
Right,
and steel!
These just chill in the woods for now.
With infinite
So what have they
pride.
taken? Cultist, bloodletters, bloodletters, bloodletters. Okay. Bloodletters suck against rocket artillery.
The celestial faithful! Set by dragons! Move as wind!
I do kind of wish I had a sky flyer dude. Sky lantern.
Shenyang's faithful!
Who have they gone for? Scarbrand. Yeah, makes sense. Scarbrand is good.
Jade crossbows! It is fated!
Restore order.
For the moon dragon!
Warriors.
Wind and fire!
Smart.
Minds as one!
I see what you're doing, and I don't like it.
Warrior crossbows.
Restore order!
Alright, there's some hit and run fighting going on already.
Crossbowmen. For the Emperor!
Don't shoot them.
Order and balance. Celestial fury!
Wind and fire!
Yeah, artillery is going to be a tough one to use here. What do we got? Let's bring in some halberds.
Minds as one!
It pleases the dragons. Stone and steel! Naturally. With infinite pride. With infinite pride.
Bring you over there.
Rocket battery!
Jade warriors! For the Emperor! Jade crossbows!
Bring much! Ready to defend! Might of Gyra!
Oh, Cathay! Warrior crossbows! Our ancestors' decree!
Killed the artillery already. Alright, let's see if we can do something about Scarbrand over there. He's a bit of a
The
problem.
Celestial faithful!
What are those? Yes, warriors. With halberds, eh?
Warrior crossbows!
Yeah, he's using a lot of flyers.
Warriors!
Overwhelmed!
Right, time
For
for
the
you.
defense!
It's dragon mode. Should have done that earlier. He's trying to make use of the
Jade warriors! Defenders of Cathay!
The celestial daughter! Execute them!
Fight as one! Warriors! Defenders of Cathay! The celestial faithful!
Jade warriors!
Praise the dragons!
Defenders of Cathay!
like a lot of the fighting is going to be over on that side. I don't think we're ever going to take this, so this battle is really going to be decided in the center. Some cav.
Jade Blancers! Overwhelmed!
Hit them in the back.
For the Emperor! Cannons!
Oh, fuck. Really?
Jade the crossbows! For the Moon Dragon!
Retreat! Withdraw!
You of the dragons! Defend the realm! Jade Lancers!
Thoughts in harmony!
You guys, come on, get a move on. Go on, get.
Brand the cannon!
Sound the retreat!
They will
Alright, so the
perish!
Empress is basically dead.
Warrior
No.
crossbows!
The enemy has slain our lord.
Inevitable.
Sound the retreat!
I really don't rate the Cathay generals. They're not very good.
Defenders of Cathay! They will perish!
Where'd cavalry go? Oh, they're dead already. Interesting.
Order and balance! They will perish! With pride! The dragons ask! Crossbowman! Jade warriors! It's whatever is required!
Yeah, we're getting flattened. I'm not that surprised.
Overwhelmed!
Oh, there's units remaining. Yeah, they have a lot more than I do.
Crossbowmen! Jade the crossbows!
Killing them.
Harmony!
So, there it is.
In unison! Restore order! Marching, bringing harmony. The celestial faithful. Overwhelmed! Thoughts in harmony.
Scarbrand is pretty much a wrecking ball. He's a bit scary.
Never conquered.
And they killed another cannon.
Oh, Cathay!
Well, lesson learned. Don't bring artillery in later. They're useless.
warriors!
He's done a really good job of just pinning us down.
March in repositioning!
He's taking that point. Yeah, we're getting destroyed. Don't have much left. What I can do here.
Retreat! Withdraw!
Move in formation!
Let's see if I can take Scarbrand down.
All right, Rip.
Because that's going to cause their leadership to start faltering. Okay, those are dying. That's
Thoughts
good.
in harmony!
Need a counter to Scarbrand.
Jade Lancers! Order and balance! Restore order!
Need the crossbows to start recovering.
Wind and fire!
It's just got so many more troops than I do. Just camping the spawn point. Wait, you guys broke already? What the hell? No, it's because I have no morale because the Lord died.
Retreat! Withdraw!
Jade warriors.
Overwhelm!
Move in formation. Repositioning.
You guys should be able to do a little bit more. And it's nice that these guys, if they retreat, they actually replenish. So there's a chance I can bring them in again. Those fleshhounds.
Jade crossbow!
Fleshhounds are a good counter.
The celestial
Well, I'm glad that I chose to do Cathay now.
Withdraw.
Store and steel! Retreat! Withdraw!
Cavalry! March in ordered ranks! Ribs sent by dragons! Jade Lancers!
This guy is on it. At least you were ranked 40th and you made it into top 20. True. I mean, top 16. Only because Sotek didn't show, but hey, I'll take it.
Sound the retreat!
Jade warriors! Praise the dragons!
Is that how much we've killed or how much we have on the field?
Jade warriors! Wind and fire!
Overwhelm!
Did they catch the cavalry? They did. My units are running while they still have loads of morale. It's pulling Scarbrand back.
Cavalry!
Yeah, Chaos Warhounds are really good. Corn Warhounds, Flesh Hounds, whatever they're called.
Been bested.
Well played.
There is only defeat.
Alright, so did I manage to do anything? Lost less than 200. Well, that's it for the multiplayer segment. So, we're done with that.